Gentlemen, Trump is crashing out over Epstein, obviously. I mean, yeah, he's been crashing out all the past week about this because he's being pressed about it, and rightfully so. He needs to be pressed about it. What are you hiding?
Trump is actually crashing out over this Epstein list. The Democrats are celebrating this split within MAGA.
And they are. Democrats are absolutely eating this up. If the Trump administration does not handle this well, if this tarnishes the presidency, if they don't release anything, this is going to overshadow everything that Trump does. It's going to overshadow Iran. It's going to overshadow the tax cuts. It's going to overshadow his foreign policy. It's going to overshadow any of that. Anything good that he does, no one's going to care because of this. This is going to completely destroy his legacy. It's going to completely destroy the MAGA movement. The Republicans will lose the midterms, and Republicans will lose the presidency in 2028. If they don't get this under wraps, if they don't release the files, they're cooked. Absolutely cooked. 1,000%.
Don't play into their game of you can't simultaneously support someone while also calling out their failures.
Exactly. And this is, again, the my team versus your team mentality. Get out of that freaking mentality. Again, excuse my language. Stop dick riding people. Stop dick riding ideas. Stop doing that. Okay? Because you're blinding yourself by ideas. You're blinding yourself by an ideology. Okay? People are so blinded by their ideology that they even forget about morals. We're talking about crimes against children here. This is literally what we're talking about. We're talking about crimes against children. Let's just go past this. No. We need to know who was involved in this crap, whether it's right or left. And people have said that there's probably people on both sides of the aisle that were involved in this Epstein crap. Okay, who was it? And they need to be held accountable.
Yes.
This can unite people. And this has actually united a lot of people, believe it or not, from both sides of the aisle.
This is an objectively terrible look for Trump.
You said this was all a hoax. Has your attorney general told you this was a hoax? What evidence have you seen?
No, it's not the attorney general. No, I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. It's been run by the Democrats for 4 years. It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats. And some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net. And so they try and do the...
Yeah, they do. You're trying to make everybody fall in line. You're literally doing what the left does, bro. I'm sorry. Like, don't get me wrong. I voted for Trump. I think Trump has done some great things in his first 7 months of the presidency. But this right here, bro, he's dropping the ball right now with this, big time.
Democrats work. They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously...
Bro, you gassed it up. Well, then why'd you gas it up? That's what we're talking about here. You gas this up. You talk crap. Oh, we have the files. We're going to release them. Where are the files?
Had some very serious problems. Who died 3-4 years ago. I'd rather talk about the success we have. Instead, they want to talk about the Epstein hoax. And the sad part is that
he's literally calling it a hoax now. So are you just saying it doesn't exist? Really? Really?
people that
oh my Lord.
Really doing the Democrats' work. They're stupid people. Yeah, go ahead.
But this is nothing new, as he's been passing it off as a hoax for a while.
These files were made up by Comey.
These files are made up by Comey? Hold on, let's go back real quick.
Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now.
Hold on, let me play it one more time for you.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now.
It's a hoax. Ah, that's crazy, bro. Absolutely insane. Dropping the ball everywhere.
Made up by Obama. They were made up by the Biden.
They were made up, but they're sitting on Pam Bondi's desk. Okay.
I know you've urged people to move on, but I'm curious, why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled? I don't understand it. Why they would be so...
You don't understand it because you're AG, bro. Your AG gassed it up. Again, it's not hard. It's sitting on my desk. So obviously when she says that, Everybody's gonna be like, oh, they have access to the files. They're gonna release it. Oh, we finally got it. We're finally gonna get the truth on it. Where is it? Again, we still haven't gotten anything. And now you're kind of trying to brush it off as a hoax. You see how bad this makes you look, bro? You see how bad this looks? Like, it makes you look guilty. It makes you look like you're hiding something. It's not a good look.
Interested. He's dead for a long time.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
Yeah, we're still talking about it because this is part of your campaign promises that you made. Where are the files at, bro? Where are they at?
That is unbelievable.
As Trump took to his Truth Social platform to double down on this being a fake and made-up story from the Democrats, even calling the people still asking questions as weaklings doing the Democrats' work, ignoring his successes, so he doesn't even want their support anymore.
It's not about weakening your success or like weakening or I guess talking down your successes. He's had successes. But what I'm saying is that this Epstein problem right here that we're having right now about them not releasing the files, them breaking this huge campaign promise, a lot of people care about this. This is going to absolutely overshadow anything else good that you do in your administration. That's the problem. If you don't get this under wraps, if you don't release the files like the way you said you were, this is going to overshadow anything good that Trump does from now on. That goes with losing the midterms, and that goes with possibly losing the presidency in 2028. Obviously, he can't run again, but I'm talking about Republicans winning the presidency again. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the damage that this could have on the long term. This could completely damage the reputation and his legacy. This is what we're talking about here.
The worst response possible, as if anything, it's only going to call more attention to this investigation.
Yes, exactly.
As I kind of understand what he's
because people are going to be like, are you hiding something, or were you is he in the files? I mean, Elon threw that out there whenever they had their falling out.
Saying, where every time he's trying to brag about his accomplishments, the press brings up Epstein.
Exactly. That's what's going to happen.
Making him say, stop derailing me. This is exactly what the Democrats want, while ironically, Trump is doing exactly what the Democrats want by turning on his own base for demanding exactly what he campaigned on.
It's just very strange for a lot of people that the list of clients that went to the island has not been made public.
Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it? Probably will be, by the way. Probably.
So if you're...
He's gassing this up again. It's the clip, bro. Why'd you gas it up? And then you're trying to brush this as a hoax. You don't understand how bad this makes you look, bro. Again, I support ideas, not people. There's a balance between supporting ideas and supporting people. Some people can get, again, they can get blinded by their ideas, blinded by their ideology. But this is an example right here where you cannot get so caught up in people. I've seen people on social media, they're like, oh, MAGA to the day I die, or we love Trump, we love Trump. Do you love Trump or do you love his ideas? Are you a supporter of Trump and his ideas, or are you just a supporter of Trump? Because me, myself, I'm a supporter of the ideas, not him as a person. Not everybody's perfect. What Trump did with Iran, great. What Trump did with the one big beautiful bill, with some of the things that are in there, great. With the no tax on Social Security, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, great. We can all get behind that. His foreign policy, going to the Middle East and doing all those deals, absolutely big W's. But this right here just tarnishes all of that. It completely overshadows all of his successes.
Able to, you'll be...
Yeah, I'd certainly take a look at it. They do that for danger too, because, you know, endangers certain people, etc., etc. So Kennedy is very different from the Epstein thing. But yeah, I'd be inclined to do the Epstein. I'd have no problem with it.
And maybe his supporters would have accepted that this list was just another example of Democrat hoaxes, as there are a lot of them. But ever since he got in office...
But again, they gassed it up, okay? There's a lot of people in the conservative base that have brains and are not in this my team versus your team mentality, especially people that are on the center, people that were independents, people that maybe weren't entirely conservative and maybe voted for Trump because of, you know, how bad Biden was. You're driving away the people that are in the middle. You're driving them away. They're looking at this and they're like, yeah, this is bad. This does not look good at all. Again, people that are not in the my team versus your team mentality are going to see this and say, yeah, this is not good. This looks very bad.
They alluded to releasing the truth.
DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
Here we go again.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been
Okay, where are they?
by President Trump.
A truckload of evidence arrived. It's now in the possession of the FBI. Cash is going to get me and himself, really, a detailed report as to why all these documents.
And this is why guys like Kash Patel want her out, because they're like, yeah, you literally gassed us up for no reason. You're making us look bad.
And evidence had been withheld.
Especially with this debacle of the right-wing influencers receiving phase 1 of the Epstein files, which turned out to be nothing. Finally releasing the video of Epstein's end that was mysteriously missing a minute of footage where the metadata.
How convenient. Isn't that always great? That we always have these, when we finally get footage of something, oh, there's always a minute missing. There's something missing. Something's wrong with the video. Isn't that convenient?
Suggests it was edited from at least 2 source clips and uploaded as the raw footage, only for his attorney general to state the missing minutes is a normal occurrence.
And the minute missing
What?
from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset, and every night should have the same minute missing.
As a federal facility, having outdated janky equipment is something I could probably accept, but the circumstances added together is what's causing people to believe it's a cover-up. And if Trump didn't want people to demand answers, they shouldn't have spent months telling their base, you're about to get answers. And add this on.
Exactly. They spent the whole campaign. We got it on my desk. Oh, and then Trump going on I think Joe Rogan. He went on Joe Rogan and did the same thing. He's like, yeah, we're going to release the files to the public. Okay, where are they? But no, now you're saying it's a hoax. You not know how bad that looks? You went from saying you guys are about to get answers. And they're like, okay, where are those answers at? Pfft, what answers? Those answers, they're a hoax by the Democrats. What?
Top of his decision.
You think people are stupid? Like, you're literally insulting people's intelligence, literally saying, like, you're acting like your supportive base is stupid. Like, oh my gosh, bro.
To send more weapons overseas.
Are you planning to send more weapons to Ukraine?
We're going to send some more weapons. We have to. They have to be able to defend themselves. They're getting hit very hard now.
As our other allies are now attacking Syria, we're now seeing scenes of people burning their own MAGA hats. And I honestly don't know if that's legitimately a Trump supporter. As
no,
a whole
probably not.
Ceremoniously burning your own property to own the person you already purchased.
Nah, probably liberal, honestly, because liberals love burning things.
It from seems more like something the left does, as anybody that genuinely supports Trump does it in spite of his numerous imperfections. If you followed his first term, you'd know he removed lobbying from DC, but then
again, I support ideas. I don't idolize people, and I don't idolize ideas either.
And reversed that decision in the end. He had the opportunity to pardon several important people politically, but then just rescued a rapper and some Democrats. As I find it incredibly inorganic that I, like other YouTubers, are getting this wave of, you need to choose a side, denounce MAGA, or pledge your allegiance. And I already know there'll even be random comments on this video.
That's so stupid. You're like, either you're with MAGA or you're not. No, I'm not gonna, I don't idolize an ideology. Again, I support ideas, not people. Okay? I think Trump has done good things, but again, I'm not gonna be like, pledge your allegiance to Trump. Either you're with Trump or against Trump. No, I want Trump to do well. I want him to do good things. I want him to be a good president. Okay, but this is going to hinder him from being a good president or seen as a good president. This is what I'm saying.
from people you've never seen before, just reacting to the title, demanding you either denounce Trump over Epstein or saying if you don't believe his official narrative.
This is again people that have the my team versus your team mentality, like come to the dark side, come to the dark side. No, this is just calling out people on their flaws whenever they're dropping the ball. This is what it is. It's all it is. This is not, again, get out of that my team versus your team mentality, because it destroys your brain. It's rotting your brain.
You're not real MAGA, as that's more like a liberal purity test. You have to support the party on everything.
They're literally acting like the left. Like, you better agree with everything that we say. You better act like the mob. We are the anti-woke mob. And it's like, oh my gosh, bro. I'm so tired of this crap. Right and left. This is so stupid. If you're on the right, if you're a Trump supporter, if you're a person that's MAGA ride or die, and you're saying this crap, bro, you're no different. You're no different than from a radical leftist. You're just the same. You're literally no different at all. You're just on the right. That's all it is. And you're stupid.
Or else you're out, as you're not allowed to get out of line or question your leaders. But except
that's exactly. My God. Oh my gosh. They're turning into what they swore to destroy. It's what they're turning into right now.
On this side, Trump has been known to switch sides given enough pushback. With all the mass deportations, it seemed like he was going to grant amnesty to agriculture and hospitality workers.
We want all the criminals out. Everybody agrees that we're finding the criminals, the murderers, the drug dealers. We're getting them the hell out of here. But the farmers, some of the farmers, if a farmer's willing to vouch for these people, in some way, Christy, I think we're going to have to just say that's going to be good, right? You know, we're going to...
Look, if he honestly did amnesty for immigrants that were, maybe here legally, maybe they're working on farms or whatever. Actually, I wouldn't be too upset at that. I'd be like, okay, people that have been working really hard, that are paying taxes, that have not committed crimes, I am a little more sympathetic. I can have some sympathy and say, okay, you got to prove that you have not committed any crimes. You got to be paying taxes. You got to be, your record better be squeaky clean. And I'd be, you know what? I can get behind that idea. I think that'd be a good thing. For people to get citizenship that way. Obviously, if you're a criminal, breaking the law, get the hell out of here. Bye-bye. See ya. Don't want to be ya. But I feel like even if he did that, again, this Epstein crap is going to overshadow that. Nobody's going to care.
We're going to be good with it, because we don't want to do it where we take all of the workers off the farms.
But on social media, his base very loudly rejected the idea of any amnesty. So his entire administration...
Honestly, I can get behind the amnesty. It's got to be very, there's got to be a system to it. You can't just, because people are going to want to exploit the system. The problem is we've had too many people exploit the system with the open border and things like that. We would have to be careful with it. But I think I could honestly get behind that idea. I think it would be okay in some instances. Like I said, people that have been working hard, they just been here trying to have a better life. Honestly, I could get behind it.
Then denounced it.
One thing I'm reading in the media that's not true, there will be no amnesty.
There will be no amnesty. The mass deportations continue.
You had said maybe that the ISA folks won't go after those folks on farms. So which
there's no amnesty.
Now I admit, it's just wishful thinking to hope the backlash over the Epstein list is going to change any information they finally publish. As oddly, the best take on this case comes from combining Candace Owens and Asmongold. As back in March, Candace predicted this.
So what do you think is going on with the stringing along of the release of the Epstein files? I'm a bit disappointed, and I find it slightly alarming. I gave my take on this yesterday, Christina. If you go back and watch it in the comments, or I think we actually covered it, but we're never going to see it because too many powerful people are involved in it.
And honestly, that's the honest truth. She's right. I think again, there's too many powerful people that are in the files, and I don't think we're ever going to see it. If we see it, it's going to be 40, 50 years down the line whenever everybody that was involved is dead. That's sad truth, honestly. She's onto something.
Zach encapsulates what we're all thinking.
I always thought Trump was a scumbag, psychopath, narcissist, mob boss. And that's why I really thought that maybe he could do some good. Is because that's what I would want to have, right? That's what I wanted. If anybody knows how to deal with these people, it has to be Donald. And if he doesn't know how to deal with them and he can't do this, nobody can.
It's all...
And yeah, I think he's right about that too. I mean, Trump is such a shakeup to the system that everybody thought, okay, we're finally going to see the Epstein files. We're finally going to get some information. We're finally going to get it out there, and people are going to be held accountable. People are going to be arrested. People are going to go to jail. Again, we're talking about crimes against children here. This is not a political issue. This is not right versus left. This is simply a moral issue. Okay, I'm pretty sure there was people that were the people that were involved. I'm sure were on many political sides of the aisle. They were on the left, some on the right. People on both sides, I'm sure. But like what Candace Owens said, I don't think we're ever going to see it, unfortunately. But the problem with why people are so mad, people are like, well, like, why are people so mad? They knew they were never going to see it because they gassed it up. They ran on this. They talked crap. They said, oh, we're going to put out the files, or you guys are going to get some answers. And then when people are like, yeah, so about those answers, are we going to know now? What answers? We never said anything about answers. It's just a hoax made up by the Democrats. Yeah, bro, we got you on video talking about you putting out the files. And now you're saying it's a hoax? Again, this looks horrible for the administration. Horrible.
One big club and we're not in it. And if an outsider like Trump can't drain the swamp, I honestly don't believe it'll ever be fixed. But it doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. If somebody that's such a shakeup like Donald Trump can't do it, who else is going to do it? Like I said, if we do have somebody do it, it'll be somebody 40, 50 years down the road, and they'll put out all the names, and, you know, everybody that's on that list will probably not be around. They'll probably be old, or, you know, they've died off, unfortunately.
Mean this will completely disenfranchise me from voting. Just because we can't get absolutely everything we want doesn't mean we give up and hand the reins over to the opposite side to own the team that we agree with 99% of the time. As how close did we get to electing this?
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Yeah, that's what we almost ended up with.
Giving us 4 more years of our borders doing this, instead of our cities getting cleaned up like this. As that's just the sad reality of politics. We're never going to get everything we want, but it doesn't mean we shouldn't still count our wins. Simultaneously, it doesn't mean we can't call them out over their objective failures. So I'm glad that Trump...
Exactly. And Decoy Voice puts this out well. We definitely got lots of wins in this term. You know, with the border security and no tax on overtime, no tax on tips. You know, the way our foreign policy is being ran, the way we were able to really hinder Iran in getting a nuclear weapon. I think that was a great thing. Trump going to the Middle East and doing some deals and getting, you know, big W's. We've had lots of big W's in his presidency, but the problem is that I think this is just going to overshadow everything good that he's done. He's given so much ammo to the media and to the left to use on him. And that's why I'm calling it out. It's like, dude, you're making yourself look horrible. Like, everything that you're going to do now, even people in your base are not going to see it the same anymore because you gassed this up for so long, saying that you had the files and that you were gonna put it out, and now you're calling it a hoax. Like, dude, it makes him look so bad. It gives the whole administration a bad look, and I think that bad look could cost them the midterms. It could cost them, could cost Republicans the presidency in 2028. I think they could be cooked, honestly, if they don't release anything. So. Yeah, it's a great video, guys. If you guys don't follow Decoy Voice, how am I not? Oh wait, I am subbed to him. Am I subbed to him? I am subbed to him already. If you guys are not subbed to Decoy Voice, you guys need to sub to Decoy Voice. He does lots of great little short videos like this. He's a guy that is not. He's definitely not a victim to the my team versus your team mentality, which is great.